pound weight class. Ben Askren, the top seed out of Missouri, will take on Mike Petrovich of Hofstra. On the other side, it's a couple of Big Ten foes. Mark Perry of Iowa and Jake Herbert of Northwestern. No strangers, certainly. Herbert has dominated in 2 matches this year. He has won, not only won, but won by a major decision. And he also pinned him in the other matchup. So Herbert, who is coming in from Northwestern.
It was closer the first time. It was 5-4 the first time they wrestled, and then Herbert turned it around and pinned him. And so I don't look for that pin to happen again necessarily if in this semifinal match. So this will be interesting.
Herbert with a slick single shot there, but can't control him going out of bounds.
Good. Don't let up on that edge. Okay, guys, go center now.
So you see Jake Herbert, the 2nd seed from Northwestern. The purple knee gear is probably the best way to recognize him, along with the red anklets. And then Mark Perry in the Iowa black singlet and the green anklets.
Oh, nice shot. Good elevation, keeping the head up. Needs to finish. Turns it inside out.
Nice hold, nice
Good position to score. There it is.
Herbert, only a sophomore. He's so impressive, undefeated, and he's a pinner as well, I'll tell you. He is very impressive, one of the most impressive Northwestern wrestlers to come along in a long time.
Yeah, he finished 3rd last year as a freshman, so you knew he was coming on, and it told you something about him, that despite a loss, he's willing to come back. And this year, he's been outstanding.
So Mark Perry, all right, he's already faced a major decision against Herbert. He's already been pinned by Herbert. How does he change things around here tonight?
Well, like I said, I think that they had a 5-4 meeting earlier, so at least he's been close one time, and then he had a fall in the Big Tens. But I tell you what, I think Dave, the question is, how do you go up against Herbert, who shows so much strength when he's coming up a weight class? Mark Perry just doesn't look like he has the strength that Herbert does. Do you think, Jeff?
Oh, when you look at their shoulders, and particularly the definition in the upper arms and deltoids, and Herbert looks much stronger. His hips seem a little bit wider, but Perry's got great legs.
Come in, Red.
You know, on top, Perry might be able to do some damage. But people have seen him. He's been scouted, so moving up a weight class, that could be a big difference, just the power factor.
He wasn't a powerful 165-pounder.
I'll clean.
And now he's up a weight class. Herbert is powerful. Perry more funky, but I think power beats funk when you're as basic, fundamentally basic and strong as Herbert is.
You can't be funky if you can't move.
Yeah. You got your hips on the mat like that right there.
Grounded.
Tend to lose the funk, huh? Well, that riding time now is up over a minute for Jake Herbert.
Green still down.
Just a look in the eye of Herbert right now. He looks like a man on a mission, hustling back, intensity.
Set Green, hold still. You got a question? Hold still. Coming, Red.
Ben Miller's our referee. He's the man you hear.
Little fast, Red. Caution, Red. You what? That's your clock right there. The time left on the clock is 52 seconds. 52 seconds. Time left. Set.
Yeah, he's good.
Coming, Red.
He's good.
What Mark Perry was asking there, did the clock move? He's so mat savvy, he knows what's going on. He wasn't asking how much time's left. He's saying, if a second went off, I want it back on. Mark Perry been around wrestling all his life. His uncles John Smith and Pat Smith and Leroy Smith grew up in Stillwater, Oklahoma, went to Blair Academy. Herbert from Wexford, Pennsylvania.
Keep it legal now. Keep it legal.
Now at Northwestern.
Keep it legal.
But look how he knocks Perry off his base. Knocks him off his base for this good pressure
20
ride.
seconds.
Right there. Keep it legal.
And when you are flat on your belly, you're a target. At least when you have your base, you have the option to move. It's harder to hit a moving target than it is one that's stationary.
Herbert's not only a hard rider, he's a very balanced rider. If it doesn't work one way, he comes back another. But look at the pressure that he's got with that hammerlock.
Oh, now good crossface.
Center, guys.
Ran out of time.
Let's get an
Guys,
update now on
period,
Ben
no warnings,
Askren, the top seed over in the other semifinal from Quinn Kesnick.
Your choice.
Ben Askren leading 11-3 right now. 3 takedowns in the first period, and then this. He'll get 3 back points with this cradle led 9-2 at the end of the first period. He's increased his lead 11-3. Can you say technical fall? Ben Askren, maybe the most dominant wrestler in the country.
Oof. Great observation by Quint.
1 point, he was 32-0, 26 sticks, 4 technical falls. Like a 19 or 21-4 decision. It was just outstanding.
What Herbert was able to do to Perry, knock him off his base. Perry didn't even come close to doing to Herbert. And Herbert back on his feet, where he's already got a takedown against Perry, ridden him hard. Right now, it's Herbert's match to manage.
Nice single. Timed it beautifully.
Came up with his head, cut across with his arm.
I got nothing yet. Got nothing
And there's
yet.
the finish.
That legal like there. Go. Red 2, then 2.
There's the 2. Right now, Herbert, he just right now, guys, is just outpowering Mark Perry. He just, you guys have talked about it, how much more physically strong he is, and he is using that strength to his huge advantage.
Well, he hovers too right here, and he makes his opponent Perry here carries so much of his weight. See how much pressure he's got? He knocks him off his base. Perry can't go anywhere with his hips flat on the mat, head down.
45.
And it's important to know that Herbert is also using fundamentally sound technique so that once you establish that good position, your power makes it overwhelming.
He's got the chicken wing and the cross wrist.
Sit down,
Everything going for Herbert.
33, guys, 33. Green, get set.
2:27
Green,
of
got
riding
33
time
left,
built up
33.
by Herbert,
Set.
in addition to a 5-0 lead.
He's behind, hands front.
The key is Perry needs
set
to
now.
explode from the bottom. He can't sit right here. He
Hold
knock
still.
back down.
Come
We'll
in,
see
Red.
what he does right here. And he needs to explode on the start right here. And that wasn't much of an explosion.
No. What this is setting up, guys, 2 dominant performances here in the semifinals. Jake Herbert of Northwestern and Ben Askren of Missouri. And I hate to look ahead already to tomorrow's final, but that could be a dandy at 174.
Well, they haven't met this year, and I agree with you. That's one that I'd pay money to go see.
No, you're not going to have to. In fact, you're probably getting paid money to see it.
Neutral, one.
But the one thing that Perry has not been able to solve, and
Good job,
with
Ben. Good job.
almost 3
Green,
minutes
your
of
choice.
riding time, is to beat the best.
Down.
You
Green
can't
takes
get
down.
ridden.
Green takes
That's right.
down. 5-1, guys. Third period, no warnings.
To give you an update on that score between Askren and, wow,
Just set, Green.
Petrovich. That is a walkthrough for Askren, really, as he has an 18-6 lead. It's close to a technical fall, not quite. Got 2 more. He's honing in on it now.
Bottom man moved after you said it.
Caution, Green. Caution,
With
Green.
the riding time added in at the end of the match for Askren, he's going to get a technical fall.
Are you set now? Don't move.
He's going to win that match 21-6. So now here, Herbert will try to join Askren in the finals. He's been pretty dominant as well.
Much better explosion on the start by Mark Perry there. There was the difference. I don't know why he waited, but that time it worked for him. He got out in a couple of seconds. He's on his feet. Gives himself a chance.
Now he needs a takedown.
Well, he's got riding time locked, so the score actually is 6-2 in terms of how much Perry needs to come back. He's going to need back points.
Yeah, and he's just shot straight on. He didn't look for any angle there, and you're not going to go anywhere against Herbert with a straight-on shot. You got to get off the tracks. You got to find that angle, and Perry's not being able to solve this puzzle.
And again, the final 21-6. Ben Askren dominant in his performance with a technical fall over Michael Petrovich.
Set her up now, set her up.
Nice job by Herbert. Shot in, comes up, shoelaces up, head up. Anytime that happens, those 2 things happen, you usually score. Guy with the head down loses. Guy with the head up wins.
Perry has a figure 4 around the head there. That's going to keep Herbert from getting a score.
Scissors on the head.
Scissors on the head.
Illegal here, illegal here. One red, illegal here, one red.
Scissors on the head, illegal hold against Perry.
Go, guys.
You can't do that. It wasn't a
No
figure
arm
four.
included. Scissors
I mean,
on the
we
head.
couldn't see that, but what the ref said was it was the scissors on the head. That is illegal, and that's 1 point. Another time, Herbert in. Best defense is a great offense. There he is. He's got that knockout thing, you know?
He goes after it. His only goal is to dominate.
Don't roll here. Cut through. Catch it. Catch it. Good hold. Good hold.
There.
There you go.
Take down.
Nice job.
2 more for Jake Herbert. Now just 30 seconds away of joining Ben Askren in the final.
Guys.
Well, the 2 most dominant performers at 174 are going to go head-to-head for the first time tomorrow night. Oh, boy.
And 2 of the most dominant performers in the all
19.
10 weight classes are going to go, and that's going to be a
19,
great
guys.
one.
Both undefeated this
Second.
year.
And they know a little bit about
Get
putting
green,
their
hold
opponents
still
on
now,
their
hold
back,
still.
too.
Come in red.
Got a few pins among them.
Okay, that's a second caution green. Second caution green. Once you're set, you can't move, all right? Get set. Second caution, next time a point. Hold still now. Come in red.
I like how Herbert starts on the
Green one,
right-hand
get your
side
victim
on
on.
top.
Side to side, run. Side, side. No ducks here. No ducks.
Herbert now just the only thing that would save Perry is a late pin. And Herbert's going to avoid that and move on to take on Ben Askren. Good job by Jake Herbert. He beats Mark Perry again. It was really never a doubt as Jake Herbert was dominant in his performance against Mark Perry. So at 174 pounds, 2 unbeatens will go head-to-head tomorrow night. Ben Askren of Missouri and Jake Herbert of Northwestern.